Okay, I thought I'd try to make it just a little bit soupier. It's kind of like cake batter, pancake batter. And let's just kind of put it on a step. We'll just put all of it on the step. Probably going to use most of it anyways. See, it sticks on the back, and so I've got it right where I want it, and then I can put it down. Nice. There. That's it. I'm not going to touch it anymore. Got just enough, just a little here to do right in here. There we go. Okay. Now don't keep messing with that. Let that dry. And again, if there's any little high edges on it, you can take them off. Now I have a little bit more, and I'm going to go in behind there and fill it up. Actually, you know what? The front of this step had a little boo-boo on it right there, and over here in the corner, and so I thought I would build it up a little bit if I can, and we'll take a couple coats. It was a knot that was kind of missing. Ultimately, I got to build this edge up a little bit more. Back in there. And I'll add some more back in there tomorrow. Because see, now that this step is sloping out, I also have to get it from the back over there, sloping down to this slope to keep coming out this way. And I'm doing that all the way to the stucco so that the water doesn't accumulate right next to the stucco. So I got to make it up a little bit higher even. But I'll get it. I'll get it. Now these steps are exactly at the angle that I want, and tomorrow I'll hit them. I'll hit them again, and it will fill up and make them really super smooth, is what I'm hoping. Now I have a sneaky suspicion that I'm still going to have some roughness to each step, ever so slightly. That's just because that's how this fix-all reacts. We'll see. And I don't mind having just a little roughness to it. Once I put the paint on there, I'm going to put primer on there, and then I'll put the paint on there. If it has some slight roughness to it, that's okay. I mean, it's not going to be much at all. Okay? But maybe it'll give it just slightly enough to keep you from slipping on the step. I don't want it so slick that I'm going to slip on the step, you know. And on the paint, I was going to get some paint. I was going to get like a satin finish. Not flat, not gloss or semi-gloss. Maybe a slight satin finish. And I don't know if I should get something that I can get to make it so it's not slippery. I don't know. I might have to think about that. Maybe I can get something some kind of paint, non-slip paint. You know, see, it's still wet enough for you to contour it a little bit. Don't have to do a whole lot. Remember, we rounded that off with a oh, what was it? My rasp. And I want to do the contouring and cleaning off before it dries too hard. I wouldn't want to just leave it and say, okay, I'm done for the day, and leave this, because this is part of the project right now. What I'm doing. Oh, I feel it. But it's a good soreness. I've done good today. I feel good, even though I'm sore. Man, the step looks really good. Now I've got it sloping, so when it rains, that rain's going to hit there, and it's just going to come right off that step. I guess I could look at this here now. Realize I put so much stuff under there. And I'll probably put just a little more tomorrow on that. That was a knot that was missing right there. You'd never know it once I get done with this, and when I get it done painted, you're never going to know there was a knot there. Son of a gun. Okay. That's looking mighty nice. Mighty nice. Look at that. Oh, I hit that. Da 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 da. Okay, I'm calling it a day. I am calling it a day. It's getting, the sun's still up somewhere, and it's getting chilly, and I don't want to work on it anymore when it gets too cold. And I've got some more time tomorrow. Doesn't that bottom step look nice now? Look at that. I floated that up about, that was probably about a ½ inch from here to the back of there, going up at an angle. And like I say, I'll work on these a little bit more tomorrow. And I'll probably start from the very top, and I'll skin that, and I'll just start working my way on down. Whatever I need to do, I'm gonna do. I missed a couple knot there. That was a knot there. I'll have to fix that, and I may have to go over my nail, my screw holes again. And I can see I've got some mud here that I've got to scrape off. There's some mud there that's got to be scraped off a little bit, and over in there, you know. So there's a little bit to still do before the next step, but man, I am liking it. Okay, so I had to get in my other fix-all bag, and I'm down there. I got all kinds of fix-all left, and I'll clean up for the day, and I'll be out of here. Well, that's all I got for this time. Whoa! But I'll be back with more videos. Another day, another video? Yes. Look at these stairs, would you? Don't they look nice? If you were with me yesterday, you would have seen me skimming over the last, or installing the mud, the fix-it-all over these last 4 steps. And I also skimmed over these 3 steps here, and they're looking rather nice. Now, could I call these good and paint right over these, put primer over these? Yeah, probably. But I feel I want to do just a little bit better job. I've got to do a little bit of work on both sides of these, build that up a little bit, so that the water, when it comes down the stair and hits here, it doesn't kind of puddle and accumulate there. I want this sloped up and have it come down, and then come down through the step and boom, boom, boom out here. I don't want any water. I don't want any of these steps to hold any water. That's why I put a slight angle on them. because these go underneath the house. All that goes underneath the house, see? There's no opening underneath the deck here that's just all stucco along here. And if there was air underneath there and stuff, then they probably would have built these steps differently. But because it wasn't, they built it this way, then they caulked it, and they didn't do a very good job. Or maybe they did when they first installed it, who knows? But all of the caulking failed over 15 to 17 years, and nobody did any maintenance to these steps. And so that's why I'm going over all these, because I fixed the deck here, and now I'm going to skim over here. When I get all done with that, then I have to caulk all this down here on the sides, the inside corner. I'm still going to caulk that, even though I've got fix it all here. And then I'm also going to caulk up underneath. You see the gap here? I'm going to caulk that. And then I'll caulk everything alongside here that's going down there. And I'll put 2 coats of sealer on here, primer, and then 2 coats of finish paint. And the finish paint I'm using is going to be this color here. It's kind of a darkish, sludgy, browny green. I didn't want anything too light, because then it's going to show the marks on the steps as any dirt that accumulates on the steps during the summer and stuff, and walking on them and stuff. I could have had it a lighter color, kind of like this, but it was a dark color before, and I like that color on here. My word. I like that color on here, and I think that's, if I'm not mistaken, that's the only dark green color, sludgy color on the entire house. So anyways, and I'm gonna check that, because the paint is all, it says 2005 on the can, and it's all sludgy, almost like paste. And I can take that to the store, and I can have them match that up. They'll take a picture of it, put a little bit on a stick, take a picture of it underneath a computer, figure out what color it is, and then match it. I don't have to go to the exact store that initially mixed that paint up. So I think that's what I'm going to do. That way I can do it over at Home Depot. I always go to Home Depot for all my stuff, if there's a Home Depot around. And hey, they can mix up paint and match it. So I think I'll just do that. Alright, enough of that. I'll have to get all my stuff ready and mix it up, and I'll skim it. I'm going to put a skin coat on here. It's just going to be a thin coat on each one. I think I might still have to, well, this one here I actually did really good. These couple ones, I think I just have to skin each one of these. Alright, if that's something you want to see on this particular video, stick around.